Yeah, sure. Congratulations to Louisiana on an awesome season and a great tournament. Coach Deggs is a great program, and just honored to be on the same field with those guys and how hard they play. And really proud of our team, really proud of our hitters, really proud of our pitching. We had, I think until the ninth inning, we had given up 3 runs in however many innings we had played up to that point. Ninth inning got a little ugly, but I thought we pitched well, and then we had a hitters meeting before BP today, and I thought our guys, despite some outside factors that were really tough, I thought our guys executed the plan awesome. I'm really, really proud of our hitters tonight. So excited to win the regional and move on.
Last, Richard.
Coach, you mentioned the hitters meeting. What specifically was said in that, and how does it feel to see that hitters-only meeting lead to something of an offensive outburst tonight? Yeah,
I mean, I think you have to ask Braden, but the conversation was basically reminding of, number one, we're really good, and we're really good because one of our core philosophies on offense is you play offense for each other, and sometimes guys, if you hit a little bit of a rough spot, sometimes you try and swing your way out of it, chasing balls out of the strike zone. When we are at our best, we're laying off those pitches and therefore trusting the guy behind you to get the big hit when you don't get your pitch. And so it was just kind of a reminder, you guys are really good, don't ever forget it, but we're really good when we're playing for each other and getting good pitches to hit and controlling the strike zone. So they did a great job.
For Braden first and then Coach second, 5 home runs tonight sets a program record. How cool is it to set that mark at this stage and now be in the program record books?
Yeah, it's super cool. I was glad to just see, like what Coach was saying, our guys bounce back from playing a little bit out of who we are as hitters last night. But it was good to see us bounce back and get back to executing the plan that we do and swinging at strikes, taking balls. And I thought we did a great job. It was awesome, and I think we'll be able to carry that into next weekend, and that will ultimately decide how far we are able to take it.
You want me to comment on it? Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in Braden's body language and Schott's body language when those guys got their homers. Like these guys care. They really care about each other, and that's an awesome trait to have as long as you don't allow it to go over the top to where it becomes an inhibiting factor. And so I think when Braden hit his homer, 0-2 pitch, 2 outs, and then, I think you saw his body language, and I think that was just kind of the weight of the world coming off his shoulders a little bit because he wants to do so well. And then Schott, who's had a couple tough nights, I think it was his first at bat, he hit the liner with the bases loaded to right field, or maybe a second that could have scored a bunch of runs. The guy jumped up and caught it with 2 outs. There was just a lot of frustration, and then he hits his homer, and I think there was a lot of frustration that came off those guys. And hopefully, we can really build on that this week leading into the Super Regional.
Travis?
Yeah, Braden, what did it mean for you and the team to see Schott hit that home run? And did he have anything good to say when he got back to the dugout?
Well, I wasn't actually too close to him when he got back to the dugout, so I'm not sure. I definitely saw the big old smile that he came in the dugout with, so I was happy to see that and happy to see him just slowing down the game. It looked a little quick for him yesterday, and so I was happy personally just to see him like that and see him doing what he's done all year and his whole career. It's just awesome to see another teammate be able to bounce back like that.
Questions? Travis and then Brett?
Yeah, and Coach Gavin broke Jace's single-season home run record too. What has he shown you, and especially to be able to beat a guy like Jace and claim that record for his own?
Yeah, just excited that to see Jace feel good about it for Gavin, right? These guys truly love each other. What Jace did last year was incredible. What Gavin did this year is incredible, but that's also helped by the fact that the guys that hit behind him, and you see what a good hitter he is. The one he breaks the record with is hit the other way, and that when he uses the whole field, that's when he's at his best. And very few young hitters do that. but I just love how these guys interact with each other. They care about each other a lot, and there's no jealousy in that. Jay's super excited for Gavin. He was super excited for him when he won the SEC Freshman of the Year, and super excited for him tonight.
Second row, Brent.
Jim, with the Super Regional coming up, it's a pretty unique situation on Saturday night with usually campuses are pretty quiet this time of year. Do you have a preference on a game time, or does it
really?
matter? Because that soccer match is at night, so I'm wondering if you...
I don't even know. Do we play Saturday?
We don't-
Yeah, they don't announce them yet.
Not yet, because
Well, you
we
can
don't
play
have
Saturday
those.
regardless, right?
It could be Friday or Saturday. 4 start on Fridays and 4 start on
That's
Saturdays.
correct.
But you don't really have a preference on that, in terms of...
I mean, I'm all for a rest, but yeah, the soccer game Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday night. So I was wondering if you would say, I want a Saturday afternoon game or something like that because of it.
Yeah, I haven't given it much thought. I think our fans will come either way, but I'm sure it'd be a challenge traffic-wise, I would think. But yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. Hadn't given it that much thought.
Go back to Morgan.
Yeah, Coach, if you could speak on the pitching performances today.
Yeah,
Kept it pretty much in hand till the end.
Yeah, Shane was awesome. Against a good offense, fielded his position well. They put a lot of pressure on you with the bunt game and running bases. Thankfully, us getting a little bit of a lead slowed it down some. But Shane's a great strike thrower, and I love his mentality, and that's why I'm repping him on the T-shirt here. This is my guy. Today was my guy, man. He's super competitive, right? I always measure a pitcher by what's my heart rate like when he pitches. And it's when Oshibek pitches, it's low. When Shane pitches, it's really low because I know they're competitive and they're going to throw strikes.
Second row, Battalion.
Shane, can you kind of talk about the defense you had back there tonight? I know, Braden, you had a couple throws that upheld on review, but were obviously close, and there was that one relay from Caden to Ollie to Jackson. So just talk about the defense you had behind you tonight.
Yeah, the defense makes it really easy to pitch, especially whenever I throw a lot of strikes. I know that I'm obviously not going to strike everybody out, so whenever those balls do get put in play, I have no worry because I know my defense is great.
Go front right.
Question for Shane. Your role has kind of changed throughout this year. What did it mean to kind of go out, get a long outing to kind of start the game? Because you started in the bullpen at the beginning.
Yeah, it means a lot, especially whenever I can give some innings to the team and have some rest in the bullpen and not have to use everybody. But, yeah, I mean, every time I go out there, I try to give as much as I can.
Question for Braden. Y'all face Oregon in the next round. It's a team that was a conference opponent for you last year. What did you kind of take away from those series last year?
Yeah, I've actually not been a part of a team that was able to beat Oregon in series, so I'm excited to get a third chance at that. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome to face the West Coast again, and we'll see what they have for us. But I always like our odds.
Second row, Brent.
Jim, Matt Deggs said that Cortez reminded him of Roberto Osuna. Drop that name out of there.
Okay.
So is it remarkable that maybe at his size he can bring it at 100, and
Yeah.
how does he do so?
I mean,
And he also said he expects to see him in the bigs about a
Yeah.
week from now.
yeah, Cortez, that was a big moment in the game. I think you got to give a lot of credit to Jackson Appel. Huge block, third strike to get the second out of the inning. And then, Chris is not the easiest guy to catch. I know he throws it forward. Beyond that, we're not quite sure where it may end up, but he's become a way better strike thrower this year. Max has done an awesome job with him, especially with his breaking ball. But yeah, Cortez is super talented, and you talk about a guy that cares about Texas A&M and his performance and his teammates. Nobody cares more than Chris Cortez. So he's been a huge weapon for us out of the bullpen, and it's going to play a huge role next weekend.